we're back. What I'm doing now is I'm sewing the 4-patch together, and we're going to make it into a nice big block. We're going to have a very nice unit when we finish here. And what I'm doing now is just trying to get it all stitched together so we can make us a quilt block. What is it?
It's blurry.
Okay.
We're going to cut and get a better camera angle.
All right, here we are. We're back. I'm sewing this 4-patch together so that way we can assemble it and see what we've got.
Sorry that we couldn't do this all in one video. We paused it for too long because we're recording on a phone. So if it turns off, that's like the end of the video. We can't add to it. So we're going to have to make a part 2 because that's what happened. We cut it for too long. So
We're learning as we go.
yeah, this is part 2. I think you can already tell.
Okay, let me get this all lined up. All right, now let's see what we end up with. We'll add these together and see the design that we come up with. And if you guys will let me get over here. Here's our block. I think that looks pretty nice.
But you can't see it. Crap.
We're going to move over here so you can see it.
Yeah, I know they can. Yeah.
All right, here we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take and add these two together. And I have 2 more just like this prepared, ready for us to sew together and make our quilt. And I think that's going to make a really nice design. I like the colors flowing together. This was made from a 10-inch layer cake, and I really have enjoyed it. The layer cake says on the wrapping, said in the beginning. So I've used a Kona white charm pack, and I've also used a Kona white 2.5-inch square blocks for the snowball. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pin these all together. We're going to make one big block. We're going to add it to the block that I have on the design wall, and we'll be ready to go. We're going to call this a nice little lap quilt or a baby quilt, whatever you want to use it for. If you give me a minute, I'll get to the sewing machine. All right, I made it back over to my baby lock. I have a baby lock and I have a Juki, and I love them both equally. The baby lock is my new one. I received it in September, and I've really enjoyed learning her little tricks. She was a challenge at first because I'm not used to having to set my stitches and my length, the width. I'm used to the Juki doing all of that for me automatically, but I have learned her little glitch and how to set everything up for what I want when I want it.
We're going to have to call Mom.
Let me slow this down here just a minute. Go ahead and Levi, do your thing.
Yeah, okay. I'm coming in. It's a mess. Sorry. Okay, cut. Okay.
All right. All right, we're getting down to the last corner here.
This is our 3rd attempt of the day, and we've had a lot of technical difficulties, so we're just going to make this a part 2.
But by golly, we're going to finish this.
Yeah.
All right. Now we have this unit all finished, this giant 4 square. And I've got 1 more to sew together, and then we can stitch all of these together, and we're going to have a nice little quilt. All right.
Zoom out. Bang!
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go grab my other blocks, and we'll get those stitched together, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, here's my other 2 4-patch blocks, and what I want to do is try to line them up so the material it flows together. It doesn't match. It's not the same. So let's see what we got here. This might look nice. Let's see. Yes, I like that. Let's do this layout. Okay. Let me get over to the sewing machine. We're going to stitch this unit together. And then we'll...
Okay, we're back.
All right, I have this here. I'm going to join together. And put me some pins in here because it makes more adequate sewing. All right, I'm lining up those center squares. All right. And now let's stitch this one together and then we'll sew the two units together and see what we come up with. I think it's a pretty nice little pattern. Okay. Let me put this back on there.
Hello, I'm right here instead of on the camera.
There's my grandson Levi,
Probably
who is filming.
didn't. Yeah, they couldn't.
All right.
See me. Oh, I can see that.
And there's our little Laney. Okay, now I want to line these up as best I can. It looks like I'm going to be off on this one a little bit. Let me take this out. Just a minute. Thank goodness for the seam rippers. I have a lot of adventures with Mr. Jack here. We have quite the relationship. And what I do to take a few stitches out is I just go about every third stitch and cut that. And then I can just gently take it out. It comes right apart. And I do like to get the little end. Okay. Now that should come right apart for us. There we go. I just love that. Makes it so easy when you make a mistake. And I'm going to put Jack back over in his corner. And hopefully we won't need him again.
No offense to any other nanas, but I did say this in the first video we made, but we can't upload it because it wasn't really finished. But no offense to any other nanas, but she is the best.
Oh, thank you, Levi. Thank you so much. You're a good one. You're a keeper.
Please subscribe because it takes longer than it actually, than the video actually is because of all the cuts. One video probably takes maybe an hour, so.
Yeah, probably takes about an hour to film.
And that's like a 10-minute video.
All right, and here we go. Like I said, I love this baby lock for the large sewing area that we have access to. And I've got my seams all nested here. All right. My magnet wants to keep moving on me.
I want to take my hoodie off so bad, but I don't have a shirt under it.
I've got a t-shirt in there you can wear. Okay, we came to the center square, and I'm going to line that up real good. I'm not real particular on how I press my seams as long as I get them pressed. I feel comfortable with that. That seems to be the main thing, is to have them pressed so they're nice and lined up.
Nice and neat.
Nice and neat. A lot of ladies and gentlemen that are quilting like to open up their seams, and I've just never found that a convenience for me, but maybe I will in the future. I usually press to the dark because that's the way I learned when watching videos, is most of the quilters press to the dark. And so that's what I generally do.
And you guys
All
are
right.
so supportive because my friend
Thank you.
Kobe, he makes like 5 videos a day. He has like not even 10 subs. All you had to do was make one video and you got 14 and counting. Like, shout out you guys.
All
for the
right.
support you've been giving my grandma.
Okay. Now we've got this unit all made together. I'm going to give it a quick press. And then I'm going to join the 2 units together. And then we're going to find a backing and get this baby quilted. And I'll film it tomorrow as I am quilting. If you guys want to watch that, I'll have another video up in the morning. Thank you all very much. And I'll see you then. Have a good night.